catching hundreds. It's the coach.
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers.
Go now, 30 base. 55, got you. Check, lucky. Two.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So that one will be accepted.
Still first down.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Tight end left. 4 down. Go.
Now Young. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. That throw by Young incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
That's taken on the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Off play action. Cassidy. Caught. It's Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
To throw on 2nd down. Cassidy. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Set. 10 Tucson. Let's go, D. Let's go. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Cassidy. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing, Young. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 3 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's go.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now it's Breida. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll try to throw now. Young. They'll set up a screen for Breida. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on second down. Young. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Shoot.
Off the play fake, Young. Throwing left side, it's complete. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 14.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Looking to throw, Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be front.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Young off the play fake. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On first down, Cassidy firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Matt Breida, the offense, heading back out. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Hey, Echo. 24's the mic. Get it.
3rd and short yardage, Young. That'll be complete to Breida. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first down throw for Young. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Under crush.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They're going to get about 2nd and 7. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's Young off play action. And he rifles one incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They go play action. Young. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And Young's throw there incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st and 10, Cassidy, and a completion to Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That time, a 6-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll line up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 22. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cassidy. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Come on, fellas. On the set. Let's go.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Ready?
On the draw, this is Barkley. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Ready? And move on.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Cassidy. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards on the play. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Off the play fake. Cassidy. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it...
Cassidy's pass complete to DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Carolina.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, 49ers! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I'm going to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Young. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Young. Going to throw again. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by John Johnson. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And some space here. That good for 22 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go, set, 10 Lobo. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll run with Barkley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Come. Ready, go.
On the run, it's Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Looking to throw. Cassidy. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 13 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Here's Young. Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Young looks to throw on first down. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. Oh, how happy are they?
And I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Panthers, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.